Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Carter, one of your district technology coaches, here with Google Classroom. The goal of this video is just to give you a basic introduction to the platform. This is not meant to be fully comprehensive. The goal is to get people who are not necessarily familiar with the classroom just up and running. So, in order to get started, we're at classroom.google.com, and we're going to go ahead and hit the plus sign in the top right-hand corner. We're going to hit create class. And let's just call the first one testing. We're going to call it section A, every subject, room 1. We're going to go ahead and hit create. Sometimes takes a good minute or so to generate your Google Classroom. And I'll walk you through some basic functions. You can see we're created. Now I'm going to go back and actually do this with a actual classroom that I've already have created. So after you're in, you have 4 categories at the top. You have the stream. So the stream is for announcements only typically. That's going to be your best practice. So you could share something with the class. Homework due Friday. I can choose if it goes to some of my students, but not all. I can add different pieces to it. And when I'm done, I simply hit post. And there, we're ready to go. So your stream is, just as I said, for announcement purposes. Now you can see I have a fancy top header to my classroom. We can upload photos to change your header. You can see, drag and drop or upload. Selecting themes as well, which changes the header and some of the background colors. Kind of fun. The classwork page, you could see that we have topics for everything. Okay, so now when students click on a topic, everything else falls away. And when I click on all topics, it brings them back. So this allows students to keep things organized. Now you can see there's a Google Meet built in, Google Calendar, and a class drive folder. So what this is your ability to hold teleconferencing through Google Meet. All your assignments go on a calendar for your management and the students' management, as well as a drive folder. So let's look real quick on creating a lesson. So we create assignment, and let's just call this test lesson. We can choose what students it goes to, how many points it's worth. Make it due here. We're going to give it a topic. And we can even create a rubric to go with the lesson. Now, I'm not going to do that for the sake of this video length. I could write my instruction, check out this video, and document. I could hit add. Let's do YouTube first and say computer science. And for the sake of demonstration, I'm just going to grab the first one that pops up. And I can, let's just say I had a Google Drive document that has the questions in it. So I'm just going to grab one for full demonstration purposes. Now, right here is going to be a really key part and it's one of the bigger mistakes that new folks do. So you want to make a copy for each student. And we're going to go ahead and hit assign. Now, we can also save it as draft, schedule the assignment, or discard it. I'm going to hit assign. And the assignment goes and populates the lesson now. So we are one step further. I think I put it in this category. Here it is. Here's my lesson. And you can see my students. Now, I can click on a student and pull up their work when they start working on it and interact with the work. That will be eventually where your grades come into play. You'll be able to grade inside the assignment as well as here. to be able to populate and get this thing going. Now, this is not meant maybe a requirement. Some people just like to grade in our student information system, whatever it happens to be. But I wanted to give you a quick introduction. Stream for communication, classwork for all the nuts and bolts of your school. People is where you add your students. Now, what you're going to do essentially is give students a join code or invite link for them to be able to get inside your classroom. Now, we are going to potentially have this all set up that Rediker will allow us just to import our students. This may not be necessary. After the students are in, you can invite the parents to the Google Classroom in order to have them get updates on their students' progress. So I'd like to wrap this up. This is Google Classroom introduction. It is meant to be short and just get you running. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or concerns. Thank you.